rocks and mountains. Tread on, yes, for the freedom of my people and the fight against oppression. Tread on, yes, tread on.
Hello and welcome to Bucharest. I'm Codin and this is a special episode here on Black Rhino Radio as we come after this Saturday session with Doc Inity Kebra Ethiopia and his partner with the sound system, Ethel. I'm very happy you both are here now after a little bit of airplane delays. Thank you for coming to Bucharest and to our session. What we'll be discussing today is, of course, the sound system Kebra Ethiopia and what you guys are doing in South Africa. So I think for all the listeners who are maybe not familiar with your work in sound system culture and community in South Africa, maybe you can share with us a little bit of the beginnings of the sound system and the sessions you do in the ghettos of Johannesburg.
Okay. Greetings, blessings and love to each and everyone tuned in. My name is Lekentle Mohlala, Doc Inity. I am a co-founder of Kebra Ethiopia Sound System, yes. And I'm with Ethel here, a partner as well. So the chain of Kebra Ethiopia started in 2005. And it was founded by myself and two more brethren, and I need to mention them. It was Ntate, his name is Rhino, and another one was Montana Hi-Fi. I'm still playing with him. So I got introduced to the sound system scene at that time through them, you know. But before then, I've been collecting music since I was 9 years, and yeah, that's my love started there, the whole passion, you know, as a little child. Yeah, it was when I was 9 years, and at that time I was living in a different township in Tembisa, not so far from Kwatem.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's where I kind of studied reggae music through my parents.
Okay.
Through my parents. And yeah, from there, so it was a thing like in Kwatema around 90, just after apartheid, you know, just after 1994 election when Mandela got elected as the first black president. From there was this political clashes, you know, from everywhere within the country, political clashes, you know. And in Kwatema it was crazy. We were affected the most because they started to involve youth now and giving them guns to shoot each other, you know. And yeah, it was too violent around that time and age. And from there, so a few Rastas were still active at that time, and one of them was Shady Ranking. So Shady Ranking, what he did is that he built a sound system to counter those political wars that were happening around that time. And that's where I first saw a sound system in a session like that, you know. So they used to go around supermarkets in front of them, just set up a sound and play, you know. And those sessions at that time became like like a neutral sport between those two political parties, you know.
Okay.
And that's where there was it's crazy to say this, but when they meet at that session, they don't shoot or kill each other, they call each other brother, you know.
And outside the session,
this was strange, and that's where we first like saw reggae music as being this most powerful music in action by stopping that violent that used to happen at that time. And the whole Kebra Ethiopia, I can say, was established through that.
Okay, so this was the trigger point for you.
Yeah, this was a trigger point for me because those were crazy, man. People were getting shot from left, right, and center, and mostly youth were affected, you know. So me as a youth too, I was affected, and to see now a group of activists that, you know, we never knew, strange people with long hair, and they just preach about love, and for the first time people were listening to them. You know.
Okay, yeah.
So that kind of changed my perspective on music and how powerful it is. And since that day, I became more attached to that sound and following it everywhere. And from there, I could, you know, slowly, also my passion for selecting, was.
And where did you came into the project, Ethel?
With me, it's also family. My father was very musical, so I was learning how to play piano, and so we were always in we're a musical family. So I was exposed to that sound as well, very young. And staying in that course, I then started to want to do events. We were actually we brought Iratian steppers to South Africa.
Okay.
I think this was very early 2000s. And Kian Finn and Radical Guru with Iratian steppers. Now, this was a time when I was starting to work and I had some money and loved reggae music, really. So I decided to bring them over to South Africa. And through doing that event, we then obviously, we saw a flyer, I think, of Kebra, Ethiopia in Guatemala. We decided to take a trip there, and you know, that's when I came to see what these brothers were doing there, you know, in a hall, and it was very humble, but still today it's a very, very powerful session. And then since then I said, look, let me see what you need, what can I do, how do we work together? And that's when, from 2005, we were brought together through that.
Okay, so yeah, it's a long time, and it's nice that you both came from same music, but with different angles started. So from there, from 2005 until now, do you see a change in the communities of what you did in better?
Yes, we can. Definitely we can. Definitely we can. So South Africa is different, you know. It's to explain this thing of sound system there compared to how Europe functions, you know. Because in Europe, the whole sound system vibe is more dependent on venues.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's more dependent on venues. You need to comply with venue laws. You know, you need to wait for your turn to have a, you know.
Yes.
So in South Africa, it's not like that, you know. You just need a sound in music, and you can play it from even your home, anywhere.
Yeah, but you play only during the daytime.
At night too, you can. At night, it depends who you are, but you know, you can. There's many activities that happens at night, you know. Okay. But we are more accustomed to the day sessions as we intentionally target families, you know. Okay. Meaning if we play at night, then they're not going to be kids, they're not going to be, you know, that family vibe during the night. So in a way, yeah, we just settled on being comfortable hosting our sessions during the day.
And I think also, just adding to my brethren here, the question of if you see any changes in the community. We had a very young lady who was in a Rastafarian family, and they said, look, we're having a lot of issues around the neighborhood, more especially our section. There seems to be some commotion. There was not good understanding with them and the neighbors. And she said, look, I need to have a session here, and I'm hoping that it can resolve and put out the fire, because we couldn't understand what the commotion was about, but it wasn't pleasant neighborly relations, you know. And so to fully comprehend the power of how you can bring a sound system and the very same people can come into one space, and it's just a revival of humaneness and understanding, and as I keep saying, truly a self-care in how do we rejuvenate ourselves and remember who we are and come together and realize we're all after the same thing.
It's a truth made during the session
Yes.
for the people.
Yeah.
But after when the session ends, do they get back in having different disputes, fights, and
The
Yeah,
impact,
it-
highly impactful.
It
Yeah.
is impactful, and also like because there are people as well. What I can say is that these sessions for now they offer a temporary relief.
okay?
Because
Be-
people have socio-economic problems. So bring the sound there on that day, you kind of forget about your problems for that hour. Just take social refuge in that. Be part of the dance there. Be part of people who don't judge and segregate. But yeah, man, South Africa is so challenging. I can't say sound system solves that. No, temporary it does.
But at least it
Yes.
brings some comfort to the people.
Yes, it does. Definitely, it does.
And as with maybe a rehab, it's acknowledging the problem, and then you start little steps so we can get there. But as he's explained, it's very complex. But just for the 6 or 4 hour session, that we can just that social commentary.
I think it's best, at least for those hours, people do not think about tomorrow worries, about social problems. You are just focused on the music, the dance, and the good vibes.
Yes, and the solution, because music also has solutions in how to deal with these problems. You don't glorify poverty, or it's about, there's a solution how you can find spiritual strength. There's a solution that you're not on your own in this problem. It's that systematically you should think about what is going on around you. So for me, the fact that it actually does unpack solutions as well. We are not here to just...
Yeah,
you know.
I think that talking to you guys, I think in many ways, what happens in Europe and what do you describe in South Africa regarding music has a little bit the same impact. Because,
Yes.
of course, in Europe, people usually 90% of the time are not afraid of being shot or something like this. But in the same time, people need a refuge from the daily worries, from all the social problems
as well.
and everything. And music, and also for us, the sessions are built to just forget about these problems and just enjoy the music and the positive vibes that it can offer. And I think that reggae and sound system music can do this better than others, because the rules of the dance floor are not enforced. People feel that they how to behave and to be good.
Yes,
You don't need some laws like, look, 1, you don't have to be this, 2, you can't be this. So it's something that the community resolves itself. If somebody goes wrong in a session, other people come and say, look, it's not okay for you to behave
Yes.
like this. And speaking about dancing and singing at what's the story of the dance?
The story of the dance is
Because for us,
South Africa and dance.
the story
Yeah.
of the
Let's
dance
just
is
end it
South
there.
Africa. Yeah, no,
South
'cause
Africa,
it's South Africa.
piano,
I have to understand.
Pantsula.
Yeah,
South
it's
Africa
that,
and dance is...
I'm a piano. Check out my piano, how big it is, It's
Yeah, I know.
It's a big genre now all over the world.
yeah, but at your sessions, most people from Europe see
They see
they
the
say-
dancing thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see
So the dancing thing too is part and parcel of the session, And I was talking to Alex yesterday that playing in South Africa is the most challenging place to play reggae music at, because people there, they need to dance from first tune till the last tune, and you get judged like how good your steps, how good people were dancing during your set, how
Okay.
well organized they were, the choice of steps they bring to the tunes. Yeah, that also is tied to the dancing thing. So in a way, without the dance, it's like, we haven't played in a way, So where it comes from back in the 80s. So how it started during those apartheid laws, to see a group of black people, like 3 of them, was illegal. They considered that as an illegal gathering,
Okay.
Yeah. So in a way, the brethren that started the sound system, they started playing not in public. It started in home. Same like how it used to happen in the UK. You know?
Okay, yeah.
It's the same story. So that story to me, the similarities point like the age of oppression as well. You know that when people were oppressed, they stayed with their music. You know, indoor, started the congregations indoor, organized themselves indoor, and when the numbers were big, now they go outside.
Yeah.
When the numbers are big outside, now they are on the streets. You know, that's how it evolved. But in South Africa, it evolved with time of apartheid as well, you know.
Yeah, but I think that this is also the power of music and community.
Yes,
because
yes.
it comes in strengths and in numbers. And once the people saw that it can make a change,
They follow that, you know.
yeah.
So in a way, to be able to continue holding these sessions on the streets, the brethren had to culturalize their dance now.
Yeah.
You know, the reggae dance, by now coming with this thing that when police come, they say, "And what's happening here?" And they tell them, "No, but this is part of our culture," you know. So they started to dance in a way that it's, when someone from outside see them, it kind of it's a culture.
Okay.
Because that was legal, you know. You could only have a gathering if it was cultural, like your wedding, cultural ceremony, stuff like that, you know. So for Rasta now, because the numbers were growing, they had to also culturalize Rasta, you know.
Yeah.
So that tends to see in a way is a disguised protest, because police when they come, they think, okay, no, they are not doing anything straight. They are still practicing their culture, you know.
Okay.
But that dance, actually, it is a protest dance in a way.
A protestive
Yeah,
chant.
protestive
Yes.
chant, as Ethel say in a way,
Yeah.
you know.
I think it's very nice. Protest and a protective dance that can assure the community that the police will not interfere and they can party at ease and listen to music.
Yeah, you know. But now, the people who were dancing there, they knew that they were in a revolution, you know. Yeah, they were in a revolution. They were in a revolution. So the steps as music evolves to how the snare plays, the pace, the speed, drum pattern changed as well, from your roots to your 90s Jamaican music to ragamuffin. It evolved as well, you know.
Okay. So you go at your sessions, you go in different places.
Yes.
You don't have just a one place where you go and you do the sessions. Do you have do you plan the sessions, or do you go at places that you feel it's need of the sound? How do you choose the places?
Yeah, so as I explained, that this session started inside the yard, inside the house, literally on your dining room and stuff like that, you know. So we also carry that same traditional way that when we want to host our next session, we actually select a township where we want to go there, find a host, which is a Rasta, a respectable Rasta. It's important, because now you bring this culture in a community, you know. And this Rasta, his neighbor, is not Rasta, you see. So you need someone who's respectable in a way, someone who the community understand as well, you know, because you want to give Rasta to a good image. The thing is also, playing reggae music has a strong responsibility for us to kind of protect the culture of Rasta as well, you know, because it's part and parcel of Rasta culture as well. So we recognize Rasta brethren to go and bring the survival dance there. And yeah, that's how we organize them, you know. You find a township, select a Rasta there that's respectful, and bring the dance there.
Okay. And what's do you have a certain time frame that you do a session after the other, or it's just when you feel it's time to do the next session?
When money allows. Because it's self-funded. It's one of the effects as well. It's not the main, because when you do something for a passion, then your last change goes to that. But yeah, we would like to do them more often, but we try and, give people time to collect themselves, and it does take planning in that. For the host to organize themselves, give the people enough time for the session. So I don't know if you...
Yeah, no, it's that actually.
But all the sessions are free. But all the sessions are free.
They are free.
Yeah,
Hence
all
I'm
of
saying it's
them are free.
self-funded. So whenever we can put together, because of our works that we have, then we can fund the transportation, the resource of
people who boxmen,
and
some, because we do give things like ganja and fruits for free as well, because it's part and parcel of survival culture, and you need money for all of that. You need money for all of that. So they are more money dependent in how we organize them, like,
And also sound is money.
And sound
'Cause
as
we
well.
blew
We
the
don't
speaker
talk
last
about
week.
sound a
So
lot,
this week
but
we don't
sound
have
is
to
money as well. Sound is money as well.
Everything costs. The amplifiers, the
the
preamps,
selection as well,
the selection as well. Yeah, the taxes when you buy the
know.
records.
Customs.
Yeah,
No,
of
so
course.
everything is money. So in our
everything.
way, they are much dependent on us having money to do the next one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a struggle, but it's always benefit because of this. When you see the people gathering and dancing and feeling so good at the dance, and you see that the music that you like can bring so much happy to the people, I think every effort then it pays all the effort.
True, it comes from, I think people also need to understand, it comes from a very difficult place. It's not that you dance because you're a dancing jolly black man or black girl. It's to take out this frustration. It's to just be for the day. We come and dance and be that way and try to go higher vibrationally to just come away from the survival every day. So yes, it's beautiful and vibey and they're dancing so well, but there's so much depth to why they do it. And you see these young men going hard at it. It's because, it's like a chant. It's to take out the
All that energy that is
tension and so it's truly highly spiritual. You see some with whistles, and it's our thing. We grew up with it. It's cultural. The social of black people trying to survive day to day, and how we try come away from that just for a moment.
And are there other sound systems that took this path that you are walking?
Yeah, there's, like I say, I never created all of this, so I adopted it in a way, and doing it my own version. So, yes, there's many sounds. There's many good sounds. There's many sounds South Africa, but for Kebra, Ethiopia is different. Not to say it's different in a sense like it's better than others.
No, it's just
but
another...
it's just different. It's just different. Yeah, it's just different.
Got to have
So
your own style.
a sound like mine is the only sound in Africa like mine. How I do my things, how I play, the message, people who come, the influence, the impact with the community, all of that. This is my style, is my sound, and this is how we operate.
Okay. And Ethel, you always help with everything that is regarding the people, the community, and the organization of the dance. And how much struggle is in doing this for South Africa? Because you said that you have to talk with the people, to the community, and bring things to them. It takes a lot of time from what you do as a daily job.
It doesn't take time from my daily job. I love doing this. I don't know. I've tried to get away from reggae music, but it just
You just came back.
Come away from it. But first and foremost, it's passion, and I think for me as a woman, in realizing that this is actually how we integrate children into society as well. How do we groom our young in what do they do when they see strangers? To that collective greeting you see, that giving of fruits to people, how we, integrate them into society. So for me as a woman, I feel that there's that obligation to do that. And it doesn't negate or cancel the difficulty in it. Now, I'd like to say it's very difficult, but truly it's just resources and money. Okay. But together, we are free to put together on streets, so we don't have those restrictions. The community is always ready to welcome you because we try partner with a sensible, respectable member of society, so it makes it easier. So that social gathering is not difficult to put together. Okay. It's truly just
resources
and
to
keeping
make
the
this
culture
happen.
going. Yeah, that we need to do this so that children grow up in this and they realize that, we are one, they need positivity, and let's have a safe space where children can be free to, not be... But not all spaces are very safe. Like this one time I recall we were just packing up to go, and then
people started shooting each other.
Sounds like gunshots.
Not so far from where we are, we could feel some bullets passing through. Crazy experience.
So sometimes you're exposed to anything can happen. Yeah. But then South Africa, it's complex. We grew up in a very hard place, and you have to have some sense of, I'm here too, and you have the right to be here, and I'm here too, and I'm here to do what I need to do. Okay. But yes, it's not difficult because it's our cultural way of life, but resource-wise, yes.
Okay.
But even that, we're okay. We're trying to partner with things and trying to gather how we can have systems and how this can carry on without it being so stressful at times. But it's one bite at a time.
Before we listen to one track, I just want to ask you, in 20 years of activity, do you feel it's easier now?
What's the question again?
After 20 years, do you feel it's easier now?
No, I think it's becoming more difficult, because back then I didn't have responsibility to pay my house, things like that,
And you grew up,
for my kids and stuff, So now it's kind of like, I can't buy that tune because I need to buy food, So it's becoming more difficult now. That's when I realize, wow, how did I do that?
And the crowd is getting bigger. So
and
we're
crowd
thinking,
is getting bigger. You need a
power
big sound
control
as well
more
now,
gates now, which means more money.
More money, more sound,
bills,
more boxes.
Bigger sound.
How many subs you have? 4?
We have 4 scoops. Yes, 4 scoops. But now we play with 3 scoops. Sometimes because of power,
Okay.
Yeah, we power from a house. Or if we have money, we rent a generator. So you can't bring like a big sound, Yeah, there's no enough power for that. But the 3 scoop thing works for now. It works. You don't fight with neighbors. It's loud enough to catch a vibe, Because we're not trying to make it about the actual sound being the main character, being the loudest and stuff, So we put more focus on actually the music, curating the music and stuff.
And what people do during a session? Dancing and talking and having good vibes between them and in the neighborhood.
Is that people coming, they are there, they want to be part of it. Same like in Europe, but in South Africa, the only difference is that there's an order of a dance, Yeah, there's an order, like sometimes you play in a way that you need to take people somewhere.
I think what you did in South Africa and what we saw thanks to the internet and some stories that we were able to pick up, it's something that I don't know if even UK had a time like this where sound system was so connected to the community, because it became pretty fast widespread and entered the clubs and in a not mainstream, but in an area that could pay the artists, the sounds, and everybody could gain money after this.
Yes.
And there are few sessions and few places that can really hold a free entrance session. Because it's very hard, because you go into a venue and the
there's
venue has
cost,
rent,
there's cost.
has employees, and has all types of. So I think it's hard, but doing a session in a yard, I think it's
better.
back to the
better.
roots, and then everybody
Better,
welcomes.
yes.
Yeah, let's hear. What do you play?
Here I have Alton Ellis, Studio One, and actually caught me off guard. I didn't prepare my selection.
This is
No, it's not. It's the coffee.
It's the coffee.
Yeah.
man.
Coffee.
Ah, man.
so we listen to this, and we'll come back right after.
Okay.
Yeah. Something happened, and we have to see what. Okay. It doesn't go up. It's
The reason is good, and that's a point of view now. The good to one another, it will come back to you. You listen to the preacher, you listen to the Bible, you listen to the children, God's disciples. I see the reason. Whoa, yeah. I see the reason in the sky. Loving your neighbors. I see the reason in the sky. Knowing each brother. The reason is so good, and that's a point of view now. You go to one another, it will come back to you. You listen to the preacher, listen to the Bible, you listen to the children, God's disciples. Whoa, whoa. Got to testify and testify. Good Lord, hear me now. I see the reason in the sky. Loving each other. I see the reason in the sky. I've got to testify. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see the reason in the sky. Look, you know, today. I see the reason in the sky. I see the reason in the sky. To your brother. The reason is good, and that's my point of view. You go to one another, it will come back to you. Listen to the preacher, listen to the Bible, God's disciple. Whoa, yes, yeah. I see the reason. Got to let you know. I see the reason. Got to let you know. I see the reason. I see the reason. Got to I see the reason. Got to testify. The reason. Got to testify. Gotta see the reason in the end. Whoa, oh, yeah. Gotta testify. Whoa,
Time flies quick, so we are just 20 minutes. We have to talk, so I'll get back really quick. How do you do your selection, and then is the selection centered on the places you go to play? And I mean this in South Africa. Do you have a different selection depending on the place you will go next, or it's your sound that you play no matter the place that you are in South Africa?
Yeah, because the thing is, in South Africa, we live in Joburg, so it's like the center of many townships around. In a way, it's almost the same setting, so I don't have to worry much. Like when I come here in Europe, now I have to change everything, So then, no, we just keep it simply like that. But sometimes you go to a place where you know they love more ragamuffin than dubsteppers, you know. So you go there to kind of pick them up with those tunes. Yeah, it's that. Also, a bit does depend regionally. Like some they love more steppers, dub. Some they love 90s. Some they love like ragamuffin. But if you don't know, still it won't make much difference. You know, it's just you now. I don't know, like bring the cherry on top. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how about you, Ethel? I saw that you sometimes you also play.
in my house. No, I couldn't. I know my place. I'd like to. I enjoy what I do behind and the artistic production of posters, setting up spaces, and. But other than that, no, I don't play at sessions.
No at sessions, but I read in something that you also collect reggae.
Not so much of reggae. There's records mostly from my father, but no.
Okay.
No, not so many.
So what's your in musically wise? What do you listen to most often?
I love world music. I grew up a lot with the Senegal, Baba Mal, Salif Keita's a lot, and of course a lot more reggae music since this. A lot more. I don't. When I switch to something else, I feel out of sync, and yeah, it's the drum line and this sound.
But at the sessions, when you reach the session, how long do you play? Do you have a curfew that's imposed by the community?
No, we don't have a curfew. So it's only us trying to finish off quick so we can get home.
If they don't say you're not going anywhere today, tonight.
In time. So normally we play till 8 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, 8 p.m. And we play on Sundays. So can you imagine making noise on Sunday? It's strange, you know.
Okay.
Till late, because we also need to give kids time to prepare for school, you know. So even how we operate sound is really deeply rooted in how community operates as well, you know. So you're mindful of working hours, the time kids needs to go to school, you know. If maybe it's exams time, you can't bring a sound there, kids need to study. So, you know, it's all really in connection with what's happening in South Africa.
So the sessions are very rooted in what community needs and can offer in terms of curfew hours, kids program.
Yes.
Then in terms of we want to have a session and have fun in 2 weeks from now. So this is something that it always been a Kebra Ethiopia status quo to go and have playing music for the communities.
I started Kebra Ethiopia as the first session was like more of a charity event, you know, because the thing is, where I come from in Guatemala, this sound system was so big there, you know, so it wasn't easy for someone like me to just build a sound there. You know, it was more like a Rasta thing. They need to know you. You need to have the look, the image, you know, because they felt like you are CIA coming to take over. You know? Yeah, so they used to call me, no, you are a CIA agent, because no locks, you know, young youth, strange youth, they don't know me. And that's where Montana comes in, because at that time, Montana was already a sound man, you know. Yeah, I was already a sound man. So he would tell them, no, he's my youth. So he plays and I talk. These are my records, what he's playing, so don't mind him.
There had to be ways.
So there had to be ways, because it was blocked. When I say blocked, literally blocked. You know? And after linking up with Montana and mashing up a few dances, we spoke like, no, man, we need to do our own thing. These people give us like 15 minutes to play. You know, just play 4 tunes. So let's start a new thing. And we thought, maybe let's start a charity thing to support youth at schools by offering our sessions for free. And who's coming, they donate with perishable food, non-perishable food, like your can of beans and stuff like that. So that's how Kebra Ethiopia was actually established or founded, you know.
Okay.
So we did those sessions until 2011. From 2005 until 2011, we're basically supporting schools, collecting food and distributing to school programs to feed the kids, you know. So that's how I came into the scene, using social commentary like this, like social responsibility. So they cannot say, you know, you are coming here to benefit of Rasta and stuff like that. You know, I felt like I needed to also bring something that can give Rasta a good image as well, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's very nice that being such a blocked community from people from outside, you had to find a way
Yes.
to come and establish a position. But now it's the same. If
No,
somebody
now-
wants to,
It is not like when I started, you know. It is the same in a sense, like some people feel like maybe you need to do a certain stuff to qualify, like you are one of them, you know. I mean, we play in ghettos, and you know, ghetto mentality too is such a challenge for many of us, you know, because there's also what we call ghetto mentality, you know, why we are living in the ghettos. The same system that created the ghettos, there was like an intention to keep us there so we can keep pulling each
Pressure.
other down, fighting each other for the same resources, you know. So imagine they don't know you and you just come into their thing with a big sound, you know, bigger than them, you know. So it's like you're coming there to take over or what. In a way, you feel this resistance among people. Yeah, so there needs to be a certain approach too still, you know.
yeah, I think usually a good approach and step-by-step approach can do much better than
Yes,
look,
than just coming and take
yeah,
over.
my sound is
yeah.
my sound is better, my sound is
Yeah,
bigger,
no.
I play
in
louder.
Africa, that kind of mentality doesn't work. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
because we live amongst the community, you know. Meaning, without the community, there's minimal chances that you'll make it. You know, I mean, the people you see dancing there, it's not me, it's the community. You know, so they make the part of Kebra Ethiopia, indirectly or directly. They are part of a Kebra session.
yeah. You know, we were speaking about this after your session at our residency this Saturday, and we spoke that dancehall is also from part of the culture.
Yes.
And dancehall has another type of energy. It's more ego concentrate. I'm the best. My sounds are best. My lyrics are the best. So, yeah. And you also have roots. You also have steppers. You also have dub. So, I think reggae music in its whole, it's something that can address all kind of personalities and understand them. And the dancehall people, the dub people, everybody from within the culture can come to a roots session and still have understanding of the lyrics and stuff like this.
It's the foundation, you know?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
the foundation. So
foundation.
no matter how much ego you have from, I don't know, all the dancehall classics to the roots people, everybody can join a session
And have a good time, you know?
yeah, everybody could meet at the Shaka session.
You know. So it's that, you know, it's that. So reggae in itself, it's a lifestyle.
Yes,
And a lifestyle has the good and the bad too, you know.
of course.
Yeah.
But I think this makes it special.
It
Yeah.
is.
You can't have all the goods and say, yeah, look, there is nothing. But I think a more not aggressive, but people have a lot of emotions that sometimes needs to go out, and music can offer an escape with all this. Now, for the next one, what are your plans for the future of Kebra Ethiopia and South Africa?
The plans, right? I think the plans is to, because we are playing the message, you know, and 'cause you asked me a question, how do I select my tunes?
Mm-hmm.
So how I select my tunes is more on the message.
Mm-hmm.
So it's my own personal expression, you know. I don't
Okay.
play tunes because this tune is a new tune, is trending, someone played it and mash up a dance, you know. Maybe I'm sitting at my home and I'm just frustrated and I'm listening to tunes and there's a tune that at that specific time carry that sense of emotion I'm feeling and I feel like I want to share with people. So my music is more my personal expression, you know, how I feel. So if to say what are my plans is to actually fulfill what's on the music, you know. It's that, honestly, is to continue playing this music until maybe there's no oppression anymore, there's no suffering anymore, there's no first, third class citizens, you know. So it's that, is to push the message, really, is to push the message.
Yeah, I think you'll play music for a long, long time then. This was your end point.
Keep it
You-
alive.
Yeah. You want to let's play something
Something
yeah.
different, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is the Wiki's selection. This one was actually, it's a compilation that was dedicated to South African struggle.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's some really nice tunes here, and let's see. There's a tune that talks about Winnie Mandela, who's the who played a big role in our liberation as well. Let's see. Yeah, let's play this one.
Okay.
Mama, 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 charity rule. Majority rules. Majority rules. Majority rules. Majority rules in America. Majority rules in Russia. Majority rules in England. Majority rules in Greenland. So how come my people? Minority rules in South Africa. So how come my brothers? Minority rules in South Africa. Down with apartheid government. Down with it. Down with it. Down with apartheid government. Down with it. Down with it. Down with apartheid government. Down with it. Down with it. Down with apartheid government. Down with it. Down with it. Mama, mama, majority rules. Majority rules. Majority rules.
So we are back with the last 5 minutes. 5 minutes of the show. So, what do you think about playing in Europe? How's the feeling when you switch from?
I think it's magic, hey? Like now you are in South Africa, the next day you are in a completely different country. You know, it's so much joy, it's so much. I don't know. I can only be grateful, honestly. There's few people who get a chance to be, you know, doing what I do and still travel and be received with love where I go to play. You know, it's a continuation really of my joy, you know. So I think Europe, it's different from South Africa culturally, but as people we share the same common struggles, you know. Suffering is suffering. You can't measure suffering. Like I can't measure how deeply, I don't know how deeply oppressed you are and try to compare. You can't, it's suffering, it ends there, you know. All of us are affected in many different ways. So I've seen this, and this is a testimony from my work. When I come here and share what I feel at home, and people tell me the same, that, oh man, this tune touched me, you know. I went through such a bad time in my life, and you just gave me a different perspective of life. So that shows you that all of us are the same in a way, you know. After everything has been said and done, it comes to say we are people, you know, and we suffer in same way but different ways.
Yeah, true. But the separation is truly a thing that goes all over the world. But when we talk about starvation, about kills, I think this is another level. And what you do in South Africa, it's of the most important thing. And the vibe of reggae and the message of reggae, I think it's built for struggles like this, and to give people hope that one day it will be better. And if would people stop killing other people?
Yes.
Because people kill people, not bullets kill people.
Equal rights and justice for all.
Exactly.
For all.
Exactly. And I think it's the vibes that you have when you play in Europe. It's something that the type of reggae and roots you play, it's not played so much in Europe. It's like we talk, it's more into a dub thing. Even the sounds we used to play roots or session now go more into dub, and I think it's very nice to hear a root selection and from someone who plays it on a daily basis in his session. So we got a lot of messages from Saturday saying everybody was so happy and went so with another vibe back home. So for us it was really nice, and thank you for joining us in Bucharest.
Thank you for having us.
We can only give thanks, you know. Give thanks, really. Because without you people, we are nothing, honestly. So it's you who give us all the strength.
We play its role in this. So let's finish with another tune. Just
is it the last tune?
It's the last.
Okay, let me play a tune I've been wanting to play on Saturday, but didn't get enough time, you know.
And we turn on the lights.
Yes, we can turn on the lights finally. So it's this one. It's Sizzla celebrating his 30th on music. So I say big respect to the man, because I grew up listening to his music, message, you know. So it was like he was talking to me as a child. And yeah, he's probably the most collected to on Kebra Ethiopia selection, and yeah, this is my last one.
Okay.
Rastafari is the
Last
Almighty.
one from Kebra.
Ever live and never play the whole. Ever sure.
And these shall make war with the lamb, and the lamb shall overcome them, because he's king of kings of that country, land of tribe of Judah. Yeah, he's the only king of the Sabbath, and the Sabbath is our only future. Hey, hey. And now the people shall know that with Rastafari they shall no longer suffer. Love is all. The earth shall replenish for the better. And now the children shall behold the glory and goodness Rastafari have to offer. Seek ye first the kingdom of Selassie, and all will be added. The whole world shall see the Lamb upon his throne come fi conquer the beast, yeah. Then shall the people rejoice in the name of Rastafari and the meek. Oh yeah, oh yeah. The world shall see, yeah. The Lamb upon his throne come fi conquer the beast, yeah. Then shall the children rejoice and war of his sins, hey. The leaders of the world derive that negligence began deceiving the people. After getting their anxious desire, they resort to doing evil. In a ill-mannered and ruthless fashion, they keep doing wrong, not considering life. With their nuclear ammunition, they destroy the nation, and that's not right. Rasta man says, the whole world a go see the Lamb upon his throne come fi conquer the beast, yeah. Then shall the people rejoice in the name of King Selassie and be me. Oh yeah, oh yeah, the whole world shall see, yeah. The Lord upon the throne where I lose his seven seal. Oh, 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 them the people shall rejoice and all war of the sins. Them never know they are King Selassie rule the heart and the soul. Come listen words, send my sons and my daughters from afar off, who call by my name and live by my words. Yeah, only love can save us. It was love that has made those fire fi burn down to blame us, yeah. We are receiving anointed, we come freedom united. Hey, he's a blessed I would do. Let Rastafari be crowned. Want to be old King Alpha and Black Queen Omega, who are sit upon the throne. Hey, then I say to myself, let the praises begin and let the trumpet sound. Rastafari then in the village Babylon go down. Oh yeah, go. Then the world shall see, yeah. The Lamb upon his throne where I lose the seven seas. Oh. Them the people shall rejoice in Selassie, and the earth shall be me. Hey, hey, hey. The world shall see, yeah. The Lamb upon his throne where you conquer the beast. Whoa. Then shall the children rejoice in the name of Emperor. I say, upon his throne may comfy conquer the beast, yeah. Then shall the people rejoice in the name of Rastafari and be meek. Aye, aye, the world shall see the Lamb upon his throne where you trample the beast, yeah. Then shall the children rejoice, yeah. You found it on the flood and establish it on the sea. Wicked man, you're gonna go to your knees. Yeah, yeah. Oh, still I see.